Hello, everybody. The war is going on, and it shows the ugliest face of us human beings and what we are capable of doing to each other. The Russian aggressor and his armies have no problems with international law, with human rights, with war crimes. Millions and millions of Ukrainians have already left their country, taking flight westwards. The mother and child that sought and found refuge in my guest room had crossed in the family car half of the Ukraine, half of Hungary, Austria, and finally Germany, some 2,000 kilometers fleeing. Most other refugees that come to Germany, and I am of course aware that millions and millions more are taken up by other countries, arrive by train in Berlin, having a journey of more than 1,000 kilometers behind themselves. Therefore, mostly coming by train, and therefore Berlin main station is in chaos. Both the authorities and dozens of volunteers are there to say hello, to welcome these refugees. That is the other half of mankind, or the other part of humankind, the solidarity and the helpfulness and the sympathy they bring towards these refugees. And yet, very early on, in this chaotic place that Berlin main station now is, daily, hourly, the volunteers have very early on realized that they're not only those really welcoming these refugees, they're also men seemingly offering help and refuge to these poor young women, but really wanting to exploit them for prostitution. Trafficking is the modern word for this, or white slavery. How sordid can it get? How perfidious. Exploiting these women in their terrible state they're in to force them into prostitution. This is that, and I'm not making this up in case you doubt it. The police has doubled its forces at Berlin main station, and so have the security firms. This is reality. And in the relevant chat groups, male customers are exchanging their joy, their pleasure, awaiting what they call, and I quote, fresh flesh. Perfidious. So, this is the moment to ban prostitution forever, to forbid prostitution all around the world, not just in my country. Now, I'm sure you will say, this is not the right moment, we have other problems. If you know anything about the women's forward movement, then you will know that it's never the right moment for demands of women. There has always been something more important. And no, this is precisely the right moment. And it's also precisely the right moment not only to forbid prostitution once and for all around the world, it is also the moment in which to face the fact of male violence. I know that there are many, many, many well-meaning and kind and gentle men. I know. But there's also toxic masculinity. I've talked about that before. Dictators are and have been, you can go back as long as you like, male. Don't come up with the one or two historic queens you will have heard of to prove the contrary. That does not make the vast majority of dictators are and have been male. In the prisons all around the world, more than 90% are male. Now, is either of these facts accidental? No, of course not. We have to face the fact and own up to the face of male aggression, of male violence. And I can tell you, I have enough of it. I have enough of it. I can't say you how aggressive I become in the face of male violence. And prostitution is the worst sign of this male violence. It can hardly get any worse. And yes, I am aware of the fact that there are also male prostitutes. And they are just as badly exploited as the vast majority of female prostitutes. But now think, those male prostitutes, who are they exploited by? Men. So, let's, in view of this aggression, male aggression that we're facing again in Eastern Europe, let's face that fact and let's do something about it. And I call upon every well-meaning man to speak out and to take a stand. We will not be able to change this world, we women alone, as ever well-meaning as we may be. You, the many kind men that they are, that I have met in my life, you have to speak out now, and only then will we be able to change this world for the better. And the first step is to forbid prostitution once and for all. And one last thing, I often hear at this point people saying to me, yeah, but we've always had prostitution. It's rather a silly argument. A, we simply don't know how long. But B, the world has changed so much in the past 500, even more in the past 200 years. So much, beyond recognition. Everything has changed. But prostitution, oh no, that can't be changed. And that we don't want to be changed in view of a completely changed world. I'm counting on you, and particularly all those poor, exploited women are counting on you. See you.